Hello there. My name is Barrington Barry Osborne Graham.
What do you do?
I what do I do for a living? I actually do poetry.
What kind of poetry do you do?
The poetry and what I mainly focus on is poetry in motion.
What does that mean?
Poetry in motion means a part of living life. Like. It's not actually poetry it's actually poetry within living life. Like. We're taking a part of living life and writing it down like, within poetry format to actually come across like within a poetry sentence and with using it from like experience from living life, past living life.
When did you start doing poetry?
When did I start doing poetry? I believe I started roughly 10, maybe 20 years ago when I was much younger. Like,
And how do you want your poetry to come across to people?
how would I like my poetry to come across to people? I would like my poetry to come across to people like as if like it was actually like a part of their own life story, like, and a part of something that they can believe in, like, that could actually happen, like, within life, like, and within their lifetime, if, like, it was possible.
Do you have opportunity to teach people about poetry, and how does that work about?
I would like to teach people poetry, most probably through my written work itself, like, right, and actually express myself, like, in a way, like, that is understandable and enjoyable to read.
That's great. I found out that you've written so many books, which is very interesting. Can you explain some of these books and how they come about?
My first book was mainly centered on my own life story. That was written so many years ago. I believe it was between like 5 and 10 years ago when I first started it. Then it actually progressed into my second book, which was energy and communication, and that actually was about a year, maybe 2 years later. And then after that, I wrote two more books at similar times, that was more or less I would say about a year, maybe 2 years after that,
And then the last two books, which are still in the process of being published, what made you to write them?
Them two last books in which I published, and which actually, it's kind of mainstream that to come more from in what I've been through, and experience of life, what I've heard other people's been through, and the torments and the happiness, in what people's gone through or can get through within life. Poetry in love, poetry in motion, was more centered on romance and love, within poetry, but it wasn't up to us. It was actually to a degree, of understanding and acknowledgement, from myself and from general people, the public who have read it.
Then what about The Power of the Mind? I have looked at that. It was quite an in-depth book about the reasoning of humanity and the power. How did you come about that? It's quite complex.
The Power of the Mind, that actually came across through my earlier book, which was Energy and Communication. I just wanted to actually give more depth, and more feeling, that people that can use their brain, it isn't 10%, it isn't 12%, it isn't 15%, it's actually much more than that we're able to use. And I want to push that across society, that we do have our own spirit, which actually, can help us to actually translate words like and bring it across to people with understanding and motion within poetry, motion within oneself.
Hello, Mr. Barry. You are working on your website, I get now, and what do you want your website to be aimed at? What do you want to achieve through your website in these times with your poetry in motion?
What I wish to aim to achieve in my website is that to bring it across to the public eye. In order to actually show them that if I can do it, so can they. There's nothing stopping anybody now. If a poor person like myself can able to come across as if it can be done, then anybody can do it.
I understand you want to set some time out to teach people. So what would people get from you when they come for your classes or when they come for your training program about how to write poetry and poetry vision and publishing?
Where training is concerned, people came to my classes, which I'm sure I would like to teach them the power of the brain, and how it can actually work and achieve something in motion by getting words in across from one person to another person, by using the powers of the brain, by using telepathy, by using inner-sensory connection.
Now, when it comes to you, it's obvious you have always lived in East, especially in East Ham and in this Stratford area. What's your attachment to this area?
This area, my contribution towards this area, Stratford, has been a vast one. I've handed out so much of my work to the general public, and a lot of them actually have learned how to use skills in which I wish to teach to more people, more residents, and local society, wherever they may come from.
Okay, Mr. Barry, in one of your poetries, which is about energy and motivation, what do you want to copy? What message are you trying to get across to people in that?
Positive energy and communication. Basically, I would actually say that we all have positive energy. Most people have positive energy, and we all like to use it within a fundamental way in order to succeed, if it is possible. Some of us, it's not always possible, and some of us find it hard to break out of our shell and actually get a start in life from somewhere or other. But where positive energy and motivation is concerned, we can all use that to a certain extent to gain something of that nature within life, no matter what it is. It could be anything at all, even taking part in the Olympics, in a boxing session, or doing exercise, or even becoming more healthier within ourselves, to actually show this energy, that actually seems to come across, within a great way and fundamental way of strength.
I found out that you've had your challenges, but you have surmounted them, and you are bubbly, happy, go lucky. What is the secret of that?
My challenges were actually being called on to me at this moment in time. I'd have to come back from past life. I've got back into past life to actually see where I am today, and that is actually called. That is basically history itself, within myself, my own history, as in writing my story, or my first book, which is my story, my book, my Bible.
Thanks a million once again. We'll get back to you as we progress in this your program. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello, Mr. Barry. Has anybody in any way helped you in this your journey to such a great success of being a publisher, a motivational speaker, somebody who is into the world of making people understand the things that have to do with challenges. Have anybody in any way helped you in that journey?
Oh yes, there's been a great number of people over the years like what have helped me, from like education, going to college and meeting new teachers, and people of understanding, people with high grade levels within education, even the backstreet people or in the local pubs within Stratford, and ordinary people that live on the street and see basically where they are coming from. There has been a number of people, even such people as the library within Stratford, and the managers and the staff have helped me in a long way in actually putting the books together. People who are enough Independent New Musicians Forum, they've helped me a long way by getting the books together. People as image products they've actually helped me a long way in order to get to where I am today in publishing my books and actually getting across to people. If one person can do it, so can many.
Thank you very much, sir.